In the heart of Africa, a great king reigned, a man of immense power, wealth, and respect. But in recent months, a strange emptiness had settled in his soul, and he couldn't understand why. One morning, burdened by this unshakable sadness, he summoned his 3 sons to the royal hall. "My sons," he said, his voice low and grave, "I am hungry and thirsty. I need you to quench my thirst and feed me. Go, prepare what you must, and return in a week." The 3 princes were bewildered. Their father, who commanded armies and ruled with wisdom, had never asked for something like this. But they each bowed, accepting the task, and departed to ponder what their father truly needed. A week later, the 3 princes returned to the palace, each bearing his unique offering. The eldest son stepped forward first, carrying a silver tray laden with dishes and a fine bottle of wine. "My father," he said with pride, "I journeyed to distant lands and found the most skilled chef and the finest wine. I even crossed the Red Sea to bring back its sacred water for you to cleanse your hands once you've eaten." The king accepted his offering with a nod, but his eyes held a hint of sadness. Next, the second son presented his gift. "My father, my king," he began, his voice rich with emotion. "When you told us of your hunger, I held a grand feast in your honor for our people. I also commissioned a statue of you at the heart of the village, so that all who pass might remember your greatness." The king smiled faintly, but his gaze drifted, as though he were looking for something else. Finally, the youngest son stepped forward, empty-handed. He knelt before his father, his eyes cast down in respect. "Father," he said softly, "you have given your life for us, for our land. You have fought battles we could never dream of, and borne the wounds of those battles alone. I have no riches to offer, only myself." With that, he stood, clapped his hands, and a small band entered, filling the room with gentle, soulful music. Then, the young prince began to dance, his movements reverent and graceful, his eyes never leaving his father's. As he danced, memories filled the king's mind of wars, sacrifices, and the unyielding love he had for his people. Slowly, his heart began to lift, a forgotten joy returning. When the music ended, the king's eyes were filled with tears, though his face was lit with laughter. He rose from his throne, embraced his son, and joined in the dance, his spirit renewed. Turning to his elder sons, he spoke softly but firmly, "Your gifts were grand, but they were things I could give myself. Your brother has given me what I could not give myself. For this, he shall be king after me, for he knows the heart of his father." And with that, the king's emptiness was filled.